everyone. I'm glad you're back for this video series that we're doing about body story work and Donald J. Trump. I know the past two videos have been kind of challenging you to listen to your body and what goes on in your body as you say his name, as you think about the policies or the words coming out of him or his administration these days, because that's our own personal healing work yet to be done. Last time I told you about this book that came out, and now I'm having you think about and kind of apply how can body story work actually support you in this time, especially as an empath and healer, someone who's already on a healing journey. You know, just this week, and by this time that you watch this video, there'll probably be 100 other things to respond to, but just this week, Donald Trump said the word invader, and he used it talking about the people coming in from the southern border and building the wall. And he said it right after he talked about the New Zealand killings, in which the man who was the killer of all of those Muslim folks was a white supremacist who also used the word invader. So I was aware that, you know, usually I'm pretty good at just sloughing things off, but it took me actually a couple days, actually till today, to slough off fully what was going on with me when I hear him say invaders. And what got stirred in me is, once again, my story is that I've done a lot of work around myself in healing work, where when I was a kid, you know, I had been abused, and one of those manifestations of abuse was that I used to get lung infections, chronic bronchitis. And so when I got in touch with how that story was located in my body and made me vulnerable to chronic bronchitis, I figured out, oh, the story was that I didn't have the right to exist. So I realized that that old story that I have done a lot of work around, and in fact, I don't ever get lung infections anymore, and you know, and so it's quite a miraculous story of doing body work and how body story work and how it can change your life and even help heal diseases, even physical diseases that I've experienced for myself. But I think that story got reactivated in thinking about the people who are being called, the immigrants who were being called invaders, and how it was very close to the story that I felt as a kid, which was that I didn't have the right to exist. You know, the people in the mosque don't have a right to exist. The people that Donald Trump's talking about in the southern border, trying to immigrate and flee from violence, don't have the right to exist. So we all get triggered in these times, and taking care of ourselves and taking care of each other so that we can be the prophetic voice and really shine brightly is, I think, our work. So if you're interested in kind of taking the work further, I've just given you some thoughts about how you might consider what's getting triggered this week, today, when you hear anything coming out from this administration, and be kind and gentle with yourself about how can I ground myself in the truth that's going to set me free, and what's the story that's trying to come up for healing for me. So again, I hope this is beneficial and just kind of sorting out our world and making the best of it for ourselves. So thank you, and namaste.